Imagine this. You wake up one morning, you check your Shopify analytics, and you see the holy grail of Shopify analytics, a 1-to-1 add to cart to sessions converted ratio. That's right, 100 add to carts, 100 reach to checkouts, and 100 sessions converted. Absolute perfection. But unfortunately, that will never happen because we don't sell the robots. So we're always gonna have to deal with those pesky digital window shoppers that never seem to want to actually convert. But thankfully in today's video, I'm gonna show you the top 5 ways to improve that cart abandonment ratio and get those potential customers all the way through to the end. What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer here. If you're new to the channel, I run a growth-focused agency by the name of Easy A Media, where we help multiple 6- and 7-figure Shopify brands scale their sales profitably. Now, if you've actually never checked your add to cart to reach checkout to sessions converted ratio, that drop-off rate is actually one of the most important metrics that we analyze in our custom CRO audits that we do for potential new brands. Now, the reason why we look at those metrics is because it helps us understand what's actually going on in the funnel. For some brands, we see they have a really low add to cart ratio, which means there's just not a lot of interest happening there. The majority of people that are landing on the website are just really not seeing the value to actually add your product to cart to begin with. Where in other cases, we see sky high add to cart ratios and a lot of interest and a lot of demand, but very, very low conversion rates, which means there's some kind of issue with actually getting people to follow through and purchase the item that they're interested in. Now, based on the clients that we work with and all of the audits that we've done on Shopify brands, we have realized that a quote unquote good add to cart to sessions converted ratio is 3-to-1. For every 3 add to carts you get, one of those add to carts will actually convert. However, we have seen a few elite brands, typically those that have a higher returning customer rate, that actually average a 2-to-1 ratio, which means for every 2 add to carts that you get, one of them will actually convert. And on the other side, well, we've seen brands that have a 4-to-1, 5-to-1, 7-to-1, and sometimes even 10-to-1 add to cart to session converted ratio. And if you are checking your Shopify analytics right now, and that is you need to pull out a notepad and pay close attention. But no matter where your ratio is, whether you're an elite 2-to-1 or you're a more average 3-to-1, 4-to-1, 5-to-1 kind of brand, these top 5 tips that I'm about to share with you will help increase your add to cart to conversion ratio at any level. Now, before jumping into the actual first way to increase your add to cart to conversion ratio, I just want to make sure it's very clear that you should be offering as many payment options as possible on your website. I don't think you need to add things like crypto, but if you do want to add some crypto, feel free. But offering things like Apple Pay and PayPal, and of course Shop Pay or Afterpay or Klarna or any kind of payment installment offer as well, is absolutely mission critical for you to see an increase in add to cart to conversion ratio. If you check your store and realize you don't accept PayPal or don't have Shop Pay installments on your website, you're definitely losing out on a lot of sales. So first things first, make sure you actually check what types of payments you accept. Make sure you actually offer the most popular ones. Now, with that said, the first thing that is going to massively increase your add to cart conversion ratio is going to be offering free shipping. At this point, most people just expect free shipping nowadays. Now, before you say, but if I offer free shipping, I'm gonna get killed on margins. You know what kills your margins? Having a really bad conversion rate. In full transparency, we have tested offering free shipping or certain free shipping thresholds more than anything else at our agency, and 9.9 times out of 10, it unlocks massive bottlenecks when it comes to us trying to profitably acquire new customers. And if you're worried about your margins, I'm gonna pop up a screenshot that one of our clients recently asked their audience in regards to whether or not they would have a higher percentage off or a lower percentage off plus free shipping. And the vast majority of people chose a lower percentage off plus free shipping, although they would actually save more money if they just chose the higher discount based on the client's current shipping prices. That's how powerful free shipping can be. Again, I'm always the guy that's talking about Amazon and how they do things so well. There is a reason why Jeffy B offers free shipping, because it works. We've even seen some clients just completely remove shipping and bump their prices higher and actually see an increase in overall conversion rate. Even if you have an offer that is more valuable than free shipping, if you're charging for shipping, I would highly recommend that you test offering free shipping at bare minimum to new customers and watch what that can do to your conversion rate. And if you actually want to see the profit that can generate for your business, I would highly recommend testing out a tool called intelligence.io. It's an incredibly viable software that actually lets you split test certain prices and shipping with your products. So with that rant aside, if you're not offering free shipping and you see that your add to cart ratio is sky high and your conversion rate is not so high, just test giving free shipping to customers and watch what that can do to your overall conversion conversion rate. Now, the second way to improve your add to cart to conversion ratio is by simply improving the speed at which you ship products to potential customers. If you are taking longer than 7 days to ship a product to someone, your conversion rate is going to suffer. Now, as a pro tip, if you do not have the actual dates of how long it takes to ship to someone in your Shopify checkout page, make sure you add those right away, as we see so many brands fail to add that information in there. And if you're not communicating how long it takes for someone to actually get their products, again, you're losing out on a ton of sales. And if you're not sure how to do that, just simply go into your Shopify shipping settings and change the name of your shipping to include the dates. Now, as I was saying, if your shipping is taking longer than a week to arrive to someone, that can also be a massive bottleneck as people are impatient. And you already know it's coming. Jeffy B offers next day shipping for a reason. It's because people like to get their stuff and they like to get it fast. Negotiate with your 3PL partners. Negotiate with shipping companies in your area. Start chatting with them to see what you can do to get better shipping rates and to ship things faster. And on a side note, if you're taking 3 to 4 days to even fulfill an order, let alone the shipping time, that can also massively impact your add to cart to conversion ratio. Get packages out as fast as you can and ship them to the person as fast as you can. And by doing that, you're going to improve the overall customer experience and also increase your add to cart to conversion ratio. There are some times where people are just shopping for a certain accessory for a night out, or a certain outfit or a pair of shoes for some kind of family event. And if they can't get it in time for that event or for that outing, or just simply because they're very impatient, that will also lead to cart abandonment. So by improving your shipping speed and communicating in the checkout process, that will also improve your add to cart to conversion ratio. Now, speaking of communication, the third way to improve your abandoned cart ratio is simply by communicating your shipping up front. I already mentioned in the previous point that you need to have it in your checkout so people can see how long it's actually going to take to get their products. But it's even better if you can actually communicate your shipping and your policies on your action pages. And when I say action pages, that's on your product pages, or even better, inside of your cart. By communicating up front that the product will arrive in 3 to 7 days, or that it's free shipping on all orders, that can also drive your add to cart ratio up further and actually improve your conversion rate as a whole, because more people, once they reach the checkout, are actually confident in going through and purchasing it because they're not thinking about additional shipping costs. As much as people do like surprises, we typically don't like surprises that cost us more money. So if you don't communicate your shipping policies up front, because so many online shoppers just essentially expect free shipping nowadays, a lot of the times they'll add your product to cart, go to checkout and think they're getting free shipping, but then they're surprised with an extra $5 or $10 or $15 shipping cost that they didn't account for. And as you can probably imagine, they abandon their cart. So always make sure you communicate how long your shipping takes and your actual shipping policies up front so customers aren't getting surprises on the back end. And if you do what I mentioned in the first point by actually offering free shipping, make sure you call that out on your pages as well. Now, as a sneaky pro tip for making it this deep into the video, if anybody asked, you didn't get this from me, but something that you can actually do is state your shipping policies on your action pages and say that you have free shipping at a certain threshold of $100 or $150, something that's a little bit higher than your average order value. But on the back end, have it set so there's free shipping on every order. By doing that, people will actually think that they're getting some kind of a deal or something is broken on the back end, because they're not supposed to get free shipping unless they're paying over $100. And their $75 order for some reason has a free shipping option. And a lot of people will see that as some kind of a glitch, but in their favor, so they'll actually be more incentivized to check out right away before the so-called glitch gets fixed. Now, again, you did not hear that from me, but if you want to try that, it's a sneaky little test to run on your website to see what it can do for your conversion rate. So like I just said, just always make sure you communicate your shipping very clearly and that it follows all the way through to the checkout, and you should start to see your add to cart to conversion ratio improve. Now, the fourth way to improve your add to cart to conversion ratio is simply by having more trust on your website. Reviews, FAQs, UGC videos, or my favorite, founders videos. If users do not trust your brand, or they think that you're not real, your add to cart ratio might be high, but your conversion ratio is going to be extremely low. It's pretty hard to give a business your credit card information if you don't trust them. And on top of that, if people don't trust your website initially, they also have an incentive to abandon their cart because they're going to start trying to do some research and find out more about you. So always make sure you provide loads of trust and loads of social proof for potential customers to see so that they don't abandon their carts. As I mentioned, having a lot of reviews and implementing UGC videos and implementing things that pulls back the curtains and shows that you're a real person and a real brand are phenomenal ways to decrease the amount of people that ultimately abandon their cart. Now, the fifth and final way to decrease your cart abandonment and ultimately improve your add to cart to conversion ratio is by improving your abandoned cart email and SMS sequence. Now, just full transparency, I am by no means an email or SMS guy, but by chatting with other high-level agencies and auditing some of the emails for these bigger brands that we work with, cart abandonment sequences are crucial. You can collect tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on the size of your brand by optimizing your cart abandonment flow. I've seen brands that send emails from the founder. I've seen brands that send discount codes. I've seen brands that send customer support messages. I've seen brands send personalized text messages. By optimizing your abandoned cart flow and that post website experience, you will 100% be able to decrease your abandoned carts because you're going to get more people to come back and actually complete their purchase. One of my favorite ways that I saw a brand do this was as soon as someone abandoned their cart or abandoned their checkout, within 30 minutes, they actually sent a text message to the person that said, "Hey, it's Tammy from the best brand ever, and I just wanted to make sure you didn't have any issues checking out just now." By making it personalized and like there's a real person trying to help, that is an incredible way to recoup an abandoned cart. Even if they just tell you why they abandoned their cart in the first place, that is such valuable information for you to actually then go ahead and improve your overall funnel so people will actually convert. The main reason why people don't buy is typically because they lack information. Have your team and have your email and SMS flows be a source of information. The only other reason why someone wouldn't purchase is because they don't think the price point is fair for what they're going to get. So as you can imagine, throwing in some kind of offer on top of providing them that information can also be a great way to get them back on the store to finish their purchase. Make it easier financially, provide more information to potential customers, and I can almost guarantee they will come back and purchase with you. So with all that said, let's do a quick recap on the top 5 things that I just mentioned. Number 1, test offering free shipping on your store. Number 2, improve the speed at which you actually ship products to customers. Number 3, communicate your shipping prices and policies upfront to potential customers. Number 4, improve the overall trust on your website so people can be confident purchasing with you. And number 5, improve your SMS and email abandoned cart flows to get people back onto the store to finish their purchases. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and consider sharing it with someone who you think could get value from this video. As always, if you're a multiple 6 or 7-figure Shopify brand looking for the help of a growth focused agency, I highly encourage to book a call with me down below to get your custom action plan from our team. With all that said, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you got a ton of value from it, and I will see you next week.